Well, the Lair of the Leopard Empresses is the first book from Mindjammer Press for a number of years. This makes me incredibly happy because that means that my friend Sarah is writing again. I bought this from ttrpg as a POD, and I haven't really looked inside in detail. Is this game going to be worth the amount of money that I had to pay to get my hands on it? I'm about to show you. Welcome to the GMS Magazine RPG Unbooking videos. Okay, before I start showing you inside this book, there are a couple of things that I have to say. Firstly, this book makes me incredibly happy because over the last few years, I know that Sarah has been going through some absolutely horrific times, and life has thrown a ton of crap her way that has stopped her from being able to fulfill some of the previous projects and look after Mindjammer Press the way that we would have all liked. I know that there are still some projects that are lagging behind, and those projects are coming, but the fact that she's managed to do this, it's incredibly good news, and regardless of everything else, I am over the moon. So for those of you who have expressed concerns about the other projects from Mindjammer Press, please be patient and be kind, because those projects are coming. You will be getting your books, and this one is one step to start and getting the funds needed to finish everything else. So please be gentle, please be kind, and please be a little bit patient. Thank you. So let's go on this. This is described as a superheroic swords and sorcery adventure game. This is based on a system created by Ken St. Andre many years ago. You know, the Trolls and Tunnels and Trolls game, which came as a result of, I don't think D&D can do what I wanted to do, and TSI is not allowing me to use it, so I'm going to make my own game. Boom, and here's still going. Very strong and being very good. This is what this game is based on. The cover is absolutely stunning, and it tells you exactly what you need to know about what you're going to find in the game. This is very much a swords and sorcery kind of game. This is Conan times 12. Simple as that. This is a very heavy tome. Yeah, it feels like Sarah doesn't like writing small books. It just goes on. And the back of the book, again, it shows us a variation of illustrations to put it into context as to what is it that we're going to find. A very nice description, and the Monsters RPG system that is used throughout the book. What do we find inside? We start with a very nice illustration. I really like this kind of shield to it, and a succinct table of content for a 392 pages at least. So there is something else that I need to tell you about this book, because they have been very transparent about it. Here in the initial page, it very clearly states, the illustrations used in this book were drafted and initially generated in Midjourney, then manually manipulated, assembled, corrected, and processed in post-production. No artist names were used in prompts. All illustrations were paid for at the RPG market rate. I know that there are very many debates going on at the moment, and quite frankly, the discussion about AI has become pretty toxic. The mere fact that they have been transparent about it, as far as I'm concerned, is quite commendable. I like that they have been able to do it. I saw somebody asking if there is going to be a book without the offensive illustrations. I don't know if that is going to be the case, but this is something that I want you to know and everybody who thinks like you to know. All these illustrations have been done by Jason Utah. He is an absolutely fantastic writer that, because of health deteriorating in his hands, is having it harder and harder to paint and to do his job. Being able to start using Midjourney in the most ethical possible way, which I know is still debatable, has allowed him to continue work and actually feed his family. You can say whatever you want to say about AI, but please let's not deny the fact that there are ways to use this in a manner that will make it slightly less concerning and that allow people to continue doing what they know how to do best. So if you still after that want to dismiss this book because the origin of the images were AI generated, that is perfectly within your right. You can do that, and I totally and utterly respect that position. But do it in the know that because of AI, because of the way that they have used it, some artist got some work and they were able to keep working. Let's not assume that AI doesn't have a space within the artist community, because whether we like it or not, whether we agree with it or not, whether it is ethical or not, which is something we still need to debate a lot on, but the fact is it can be useful. So can we please, at the very least, be flexible on how we look at content like this? Okay? Thank you. So, delving into the book. Again, all the illustrations are going to be absolutely amazing. Yes, because of the help from Midjourney, but also because Jason, let's make no mistake here, is a very, very talented artist. You know the old adage, you cannot make chicken soup with chicken shit? Well, that's because you don't start with chicken shit. You're starting with chicken stock. And this, my friends, these kind of illustrations that you're going to see throughout the book is because you have a very good chef behind all these ingredients. And quite frankly, there ain't no chicken shit here. So, the introduction to Ximuria. The layout is massive. Brilliant. I like that because it makes it very easy to read. Yes, it means it's going to have a lot more pages than otherwise would, but to be perfectly honest, I'd rather carry a heavy book that I can read than have something in my bag that I have to struggle because I don't know how far or how close to the page I have to be in order to absorb what it has written. There are plenty of illustrations throughout the book, it seems. I like the use of the layout, how they have differentiated with color some of the words for the lore and the narrations on the little stories, which I do like an awful lot. I wish more games did it. And we have very nice cartography, also by Jason, which is very good. And I'm really enjoying the cleanliness of the whole layout. It just feels very easy to read. The whole thing flows very, very nicely. And even though, and I don't like using that expression even though, because even if it is a POD, the quality is fantastic. The binding feels very, very solid and very heavy, which is great. The colors are vibrant and brilliant. Really cool. So I am not missing offset too much, except perhaps in the quality of the paper, which is obviously not as good as it would have been coming from an offset printer. But other than that, I don't think there is anything to complain regarding the quality of the printing of the book or the art direction, because all the illustrations are proving to be really great and lovely to see. And there are plenty of them, which is fantastic. So there isn't really a lot else that I can tell you about this game, because I think you have to read it. The whole thing is very appealing. I am feeling very excited about the whole thing. And I really hope that this book becomes the stepping stone that Mindjammer Press needs to continue with the projects that were left behind, finish them, and keep going on into a very, very, very bright future. So I can wait for more. And Sarah, I am so glad to have you back. Thank you very much, everyone, for being there. I hope you will give this book a go and a chance. And until the next time, I will talk to you very, very soon. Take care.